Kurt, what is...
Dismissed, soldiers! Leave us. We have much to say.
What is going on? I don't appreciate this attitude, Kurt. Must I remind you that these men all answer to me?
Times change, Your Highness. Or rather, they're about to do so.
Is that a threat? What are you hoping to accomplish? Don't tell...
Silence! We have little time, and none to lose.
Kurt, what are you talking about?
The commander of the Coin Guard is here in New Serene at this very moment. He's preparing a coup d'etat. In the 3 cities of the island, our men are going to eliminate the governors and their entourage.
This is madness. How?
How? You'll go down as easy as plum pie and cherry wine. Standing behind every one of you is one of our men. You have entrusted us with your security. You are completely at our mercy.
Then why did you send your men away? And why are you telling us all of this?
I've known you both for a very long time. Too long. I've come to know you. To respect you. And I've never reneged on a contract. These orders go against all that I am. A cold-hearted mercenary. Definitely. But never a traitor. And so now you are forewarned. You must take action.
Thank you, Kurt. I will not forget this. Constantine, we need to get you to safety as well as your counselors.
But I want to...
What? Take part? You can barely stand up. No, we must take you into the cellar.
If I've completely understood what you've said, Kurt, the governors of our cities are also in danger.
Yes. If you want to keep your allies, Your Highness, you also need to warn them.
Correct. We cannot let them fall into the hands of these traitors.
I will find the means to send them a messenger. Do you know where your conspirators are?
It would seem I should be one of them. They are counting on me to eliminate both of you. The most urgent matter is to get our hands on the commander and his 3 lieutenants. The others are doing nothing but following orders. If we cut off their heads, they will fall into rank.
I always knew you were a good man.
Don't make me change my mind. We'd better be off. Now. We'll certainly have to fight some traitors at Torsten's behest on our way to the cellar. Stay on your guard.
Stay behind us, Constantine. You're in no condition to fight.
We must also think about the advisors, including your professor. And then we have to rescue Lady Mirange.
We must hurry, before the guard can act. Lord de Castellon, the Coin Guard tried to assassinate my cousin, and is plotting the same actions against the other governors.
So, they have finally done it. Such proximity to power is a terrible temptation. It was only a question of time before they succumbed.
We should have paid more attention to your lessons. We might have been able to avoid all this. Follow me. I'm taking you somewhere safe.
I'm coming.
Take me in this battle! To my help! And death to the others! In this battle!
I can avoid killing one group by going this path. Not that it's a really big deal. I'm taking 2 with me for now, because the game doesn't seem to recognize that I've dressed everyone in mercenary armor. So I'm not able to actually go in through the path I wish to.
Lord Minister, the Coin Guard wants to take control of the island by assassinating all its governors.
The Guard is everywhere. They could succeed.
We will do everything in our power to thwart them. Come now. We'll take you somewhere safe.
I'll follow you. And death to the others!
No, you can't leave this place until you've taken everybody to the basement. And you have to rescue the advisors. The game will not let you proceed without doing so.
To my help!
We've reached the cellar. It looks like a good place to hide. Constantine, promise me that you will stay here until we secure the city.
Do I even have a choice? Here I am, consigned to my quarters like some broken old maid.
Like someone ill, Constantine. Someone who is dear to me. And the city wouldn't survive your loss.
You have such a way with words. Very well. I promise to stay here, obediently awaiting your return.
Let's go then.
And cousin? Watch out for yourself. You are dear to me as well.
You are safe here.
You have my eternal gratitude, Excellency. We owe you our lives.
You will be safe here.
Thank you, my friend. I will never forget what you've done for me.
Messenger, be ready to leave at once. You must warn the governor of Hikmet that a conspiracy is underway targeting him.
It's just that I can't leave the city just yet.
What are you talking about? The order comes from the governor. What more do you need?
It's just that I was told if I left the city today, it would cost me my life.
Who said that? The commander's men, I suppose.
I don't really know, but they were heavily armed and they pay very well.
And so you are prepared to betray your prince and country for a few coins. Don't you understand that the reason I am standing before you is because the guard failed to take this city? Do you know the punishment reserved for traitors?
Very well, Excellency. I'll leave immediately.
Don't forget to crouch again before you start running off, because these guys will notice you.
Lady Morange, make ready to depart. We cannot remain here.
But what is going on?
The Coin Guard has decided to take control of the Isle. They plan to overthrow the governors. They were set on assassinating Constantine and his entire entourage.
The idiots!
You are in danger. Do you know a safe place we could take you?
Don't worry about me. I have friends here. They will hide me. Go! And do be careful.
May the Enlightened protect me in this battle.
To my help! And to the others!
May the shadow engulf our enemies.
This side is okay. Just jog.
Make preparations to leave. I have a message to communicate immediately to the governor of San Mateus. You must tell the Mother Cardinal that the Coin Guard is preparing a coup d'etat. Her life and those of her entourage are in grave danger.
Very well, Your Excellency. I'll leave immediately.
The commander must be in his upstairs quarters preparing the attack. We should try to reach him discreetly.
We could try to go through the tavern's kitchen.
That's one way to do it. Or we could use the scaffolding to access the upper floor directly. But it's visible from the dormitories. And I know that the young recruits were ordered to stay there.
They will not suspect us if we're wearing guard uniforms. Do you know where the 3 lieutenants you told us about are located?
Ludger is an instructor. He'll be in the right wing of the barracks. As for the other 2, they'll be at the tavern. Olga and Werner are in charge of the guard's secondary activities in the basement.
I see. Our priority should still be to stop Torsten. We will worry about the others later.
This is where you need to be wearing mercenary armor.
Soldiers!
Captain!
We have a message for the commander. Where is your instructor?
They are both in the officers' hall, Captain. On the other side of the landing, on this floor.
Very well. At ease, soldier.
The timer only really starts when you start looking for the commander. So realistically, you should actually do the opposite and look for the lieutenants.
Soldiers! Ready weapons! We are under attack!
We have been sent by the governor, Constantin d'Orsay. Your lieutenant is accused of high treason for having participated in an attempted coup d'etat. As you can see for yourselves, the attempt failed. Are you also ready to be accused of treason because of your loyalty to your lieutenant?
I doubt it. I'm sure they're gonna make the wise decision. Isn't that right, Dieter?
You give your word that we'll suffer no repercussions if we lay down arms?
You have my word.
Very well. We are dropping our weapons, soldiers. That dog's hide doesn't deserve our sacrifice.
May the Enlightened protect me in this battle.
I regret, milady, we are closed this evening. Come back another day.
I'm not here to tempt my luck. Are you in charge?
That's right, what do you want from me?
From you? Nothing. We are here to arrest the commander's lieutenants.
Is that right? Now this ought to be good. And for what crime would that be?
You know very well. For high treason.
Oh, and you think that my men are just gonna let you, without so much as blinking an eye?
Why would your men risk their lives and their families' well-being to serve your greedy ambitions? Gentlemen, you have been manipulated. I imagine you were promised riches and high station on the island. Told that with such a prize, you would be free of the services of the merchants, the mages, and the scholars. But do you imagine for an instant that the Nauts would risk losing their precious clients for you? That the continental nations that you've betrayed would accept that you might return to their lands? You would be condemned to remain on this island, isolated and forever banished from the continent. I only hope that you are leaving no one behind you, because you will never see them again.
You make sense. We have too much to lose in this story. I'm sorry, Lieutenant, but you're gonna have to deal with this yourself. Do with him what you feel you must.
May the Enlightened protect you in this battle.
Is that all? I think that's everybody. I think there's only one left, and he's in front of the office. Yeah.
What are you doing here? Who let you in? I demand an explanation.
It seems that your men are a little distracted this evening, Lieutenant. It is understandable, with all that's been going on. You are under arrest, as well as your commander.
But what is this? I recognize you. You're the governor's emissary. And Kurt, you had your orders.
Sorry, but forced to betray someone, I decided it would be the less likable of the lot.
Traitor. Soldiers, ready weapons. May the Enlightened protect you in this battle.
Shit. We've arrived too late.
Do you know where Torsten could have gone?
No. But we'll certainly find some information about it in these papers.
Commander, we have carefully followed your instructions. If the operation were to fail, an escort will be waiting for you outside the barracks to take you safely to the docks, where the Naut ship you've asked for will be waiting for you, ready to depart. Lieutenant Warner.
Torsten suspected that I would denounce him, and he was prepared to leave this place. We must catch up to him. He cannot get away with this.
Let's go.
You actually do have to chase him, but because I'm so fast, he's just right here.
Torsten is a snake, but he's clever. Apparently, he suspected I would refuse to follow his orders.
He must have been told about our attack on the ghost camp, and drew his own conclusions. He knew you better than you thought he did.
The guard, we're moving out. Break camp. We are no longer welcome here. And so, these snake oil merchants defy us by sending their watchdog. Let's show them what guards are made of! Come here, you pathetic dog!
The game is over for you, Commander.
I spared as many people as I could.
Do I have the time to return and see those dear to me?
Constantine, how are you feeling?
Death is on my doorstep, and all hope has flown through the window. Come closer. What ill tidings do you bring?
I thought you would like to know that the Coin Guard's attempt to take control of the island has failed.
This is excellent news. The kind I've not had in a great while. Thank you, Kurt. Were it not for your loyalty, we were lost. And as for you, my fair cousin, you know what I owe you. Not only have you looked out for me, like always, but you have protected my advisors.
Yes. And if your highness would permit, I would like to relay our most sincere gratitude from all of Thélème. Thanks to your message, the Mother Cardinal was able to thwart the commander's plans. By the grace of the Illuminated, the city is saved, and the traitors punished as they should be.
I was told that you were able to catch the commander and his underlings before they were able to flee.
Barely, but yes. They are going to have to pay for their crimes.
I cannot remember if the traitors are hung before being quartered or if it is the contrary. Enough talk of ruffians. They failed, and for that, I again thank Kurt.
If your highness is looking for a means to translate his gratitude, gold is a present that is always appreciated.
I imagine that you shall name a new commander.
Yes. I will discuss the matter with loyalist officers, but I think I know who will be elected.
I hope it is someone whom we can trust. We do need soldiers, but loyal soldiers above all.
We are well aware that the Guard's reputation has been tarnished. We will not make the same mistake twice. Sieglinde is solid and loyal. I have fought beside her.
You have my complete trust, Kurt. You have amply earned it.
As you advised me, I followed the leads shared by our allies, none of which led anywhere. However, they pointed in the same direction, towards a sort of god that the natives worship. They call him Enon Mil Frichtemen, the god of many faces. He is very powerful and protects the island.
How can you be sure that it's not some sort of myth? Even a superstition?
I saw it take shape with my own eyes, during a ritual. It is possible that the Malachor is the expression of its vengeance.
You are referring to the secret we unearthed. The entire continent is paying today for the errors of our grandparents. It is a terrifying perspective.
But if it were true, he must also be able to help us heal.
Princess, could you shed some light on this being? Is it possible to meet him?
All the Donegada know him. He is the strength, the spirit of Tirfredi. You were looking for a demon or a remedy from plants, so I did not think of him. But yes, he is very powerful and as old as our world. He could surely heal your sickness. But it is not simple to meet him. Impossible, I would think. Though it is not my place to judge, you need to earn the trust of Glendan, the Elder of the Council. Ask him for his help.
I beg you, cousin. Go and find Glendan. Do all that he requires. Offer him all that he desires. I don't know how much longer I can hold on. My life is in your hands. And those of so many others.
I will do all in my power. I have already promised you, have I not? Where can I find this Glendan?
He lives in the village of Dorchad Genadu. It is in the heart of our island, at the entrance to our most sacred lands.
Thank you for your help, Princess. I will not forget the numerous services you have provided for us. Before you leave, I must ask you something.
All right. I'm listening.
I do suffer, my fair cousin. I suffer so horribly, and alas, we have yet to discover neither cure nor remedy. Don't blame yourself. I know how much you do for me. Yet, I'm afraid that before the sickness claims me, the pain will have driven me mad. If only there was a way to ease my suffering.
I know of a healer, with powers that are legendary amongst the clans. It is rumored he can alleviate even the most terrible pains. His village is west of the city. I could take you there.
One of our holy men lives in San Mateus. His healing powers are supposedly miraculous. Alas, it is a miracle we are in need of, my son.
If I may, Your Highness, we have the best physicians in the world. It shouldn't stop Father Petrus from praying for a miracle. It can't do any harm.
I'm nothing more than a sailor. I don't have much to offer when it comes to healing. As it would seem Teleme are prey for the Malachor, just like the Bridge Alliance. Perhaps it would be best to ask for aid from those not suffering from the plague.
The sailor's right. The holy men and the sages had their chance on the continent, and we all know how that went.
Thank you, as always, for your advice. Cousin, you are the only one I trust, so please, don't let me lose my mind.
I'll follow the leads and find a way. I won't let you down. Hold on. I'll be back as soon as I can.
So what happens if you don't earn Kurt's loyalty? This.
Kurt, what is... What's going on? Is there something wrong?
Coin guards! The time has come.
Ah! But... what is this?
Ready arms.
Kurt, what are you doing?
Aim!
Stop that, soldiers! Lower your weapons, now!
Sorry, Greenblood.
Fight with honor.
On guard. I said draw!
I didn't unequip Kurt for this. They automatically unequip them so you can get your stuff back. But to even things up, I also equip Noob here. So this newbie blade does absolutely no damage to his armor. No more armor, Kurt! You're mine! Just like the tutorial! Owned!
Stop it, Kurt!
Wait!
Speak! Why did you betray us?
Our commander figured out that we could easily take control of this island. You rely so heavily on our protection. You are so dependent. So naive. All the governors will suffer the same attacks if they haven't already. Your problems are far from over, Greenblood. The commander is there on the docks with all his lieutenants. I failed, but they will certainly succeed. Here, or elsewhere on the island. Not every governor has a cousin that I trained personally for combat.
It's over. You were defeated. You have no honor.
I agree with you. But I did train you well. At least there's that.
The student surpasses the master, and you cannot bear it.
You are wrong. I am proud of you. Truly.
Thank you. You saved us all.
The nerve of them.
What else was there to expect from employing coin-fed mercenaries? All that liberty, so close to power, went to their heads. It would have happened sooner or later. They could have been preparing this sort of coup for years.
Without wanting to rush you, Bantering about the dangers of according one's trust to a sellsword is appropriate, but...
You were right. It's time for action. We need to get you somewhere safe, Constantine.
Those are my advisors that you must protect. Me, I want to...
To join in? Look at your condition. It's out of the question. We are taking you somewhere safe.
As you've left me no choice. There is a hiding place in the cellar.
We will take care of your advisors after that.
And we should make these conger eels pay for their treachery.
And attempt to stop the coups in other cities.
Then we have no time to lose. Let us be gone.
These traitors will not be shaken by Kurt's death for very long. They are most likely gathering as we speak to prevent us from accessing the cellar.
The soldiers who are escorting Kurt are sure to come back. Let's be vigilant on our way to the cellar.
Kurt's death might have been enough to make these congers retreat. But they'll come back, that's for sure. We better be prepared for a fight.
Stay behind us, Constantine. You're in no condition to fight. We must hurry, before the guard can act. Lord de Cossignon.
Desane! You've come at a serendipitous moment. I thought my hour had come. What's happening?
A coup d'etat, Professor.
So they finally... Such proximity power is a condition. So no question of time before they succumb.
We should pay more attention to this. We must avoid this. Follow me. I'm taking you somewhere safe.
I'm coming.
Lord Minister.
Ah, friendly faces finally. What a relief. I was in this room when I heard sounds of battle. Fearing for my life, I hid myself in here. But what is going on? What madness has befallen the palace?
It is a coup d'etat.
The party everywhere. They could succeed. I'll follow you.
As you can see, there's no messenger or anything right here.
On my blade. And let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fight.
Watch out! Grenade!
Let's see what you
If I remember correctly, Torsten's quarters are in the right wing.
Going in through the front door. Dangerous. The noise of the battle could make him run away.
You're not wrong. If we're to stop him, we had better be discreet.
I believe that there's a passage leading to the barracks in the tavern. We could use it to our advantage.
We could also climb up the left wing scaffolding. We'd reach the upper floor directly. No one. I hoped he'd be here.
It's not over yet. We're bound to find some information regarding his plans in these papers.
Commander, your orders are very carefully followed, and my men are ready to intervene and neutralize the nobles in the district of the tavern. Lieutenant Ludger made sure that the young recruits would not leave the barracks. As for Werner, he asked his contacts among the not clientele of the games room to prepare your retreat. Waiting for your orders, Lieutenant Olga.
The traitor had a contingency plan. He must be boarding a ship to another city as we speak.
The Admiral certainly can't be aware of his plotting. She would never support it.
I thought as much. She would have too much to lose. According to these papers, Torsten was counting on some other officers to lead the attack. We must stop them too.
And we must hurry. If we take too much time, they'll probably run away and set their sights on another city. I dare not imagine what would happen if they took control of San Mateus.
Or Hikmet. All our research would be lost.
Let's not waste any time. We'll try to catch them at the port.
I'm glad I was not in Kurt's place. He became a traitor unwittingly.
I should probably have taken more heed of him. He was my master and my friend, and I did not listen. What a waste.
May the Enlightened protect me in this battle!
I need healing!
Let's see if you can ward off this fight.
Okay, I'm not controlling this anymore. Sarde is auto moving on her own after that fall.
Come closer, good people.
Too late. The coward has escaped. It is not over. We need to warn our allies.
Hikmet should be our priority. If she falls into the hands of the Coin God, we'll lose years of research in our hunt for a remedy. But I have faith in your pragmatic spirit. You will make the right choice.
I beg you, my child. We cannot let San Mateus fall into the hands of these traitors. What spiritual force will remain then to face the evil of this island and the deceit of the Alliance?
Let them fend for themselves. Would they have come to save you if the situation had been reversed? Of course. Without your village, the island will fall. Monor Sanaig.
If your abject mixtures could do anything at all against the Malachor after all this time, I beg of you. The Bridge Alliance is already in dire straits because of what they did to the natives. Why not privilege San Mateus?
One thing is certain, we cannot save them both. You will need to make a choice between the two.
Very well. Let's go to San Mateus.
Beg your pardon, Excellency. The city is encircled for their protection. No one can enter. We shall make no exception.
For their protection? Betrayer! You have some nerve.
Warn the guard!
Don't know why I can't just split my party and send Desarde and Petrus to San Mateus, the other three to Hikmet. I went ahead and bought a full uniform of disguises for everybody. I took the hats off though, so you can more easily identify the party members.
It's a shame to treat me this way. Incredible. Inadmissible. I have always been beyond reproach, yet you bar me entry. Those horrid people.
What's the matter? What just happened to you?
Ah, madam. Those guards. Can you believe those ruffians threw us out? For needs of security, they said. Can you imagine that? As if I could ever be a source of danger. I've served Her Eminence for 8 years, and no one has ever complained of the quality of my service.
My daughter, gather your wits together. There is no cause to lose your nerve.
Father Petrus, it is you. You are right. Forgive me. Do you know why they are behaving in this way?
These soldiers are making ready to attack the Mother Cardinal. They shut the palace, you say?
By the Enlightened. Yes, yes, all is locked and barred.
But you have the key to the service entry, don't you?
Yes, of course. But there are a great many of them inside, Father. Oh, St. Mateus, protect us.
Pray for us, my daughter. And give us your key. We shall take care of the rest.
The services entrance is right there, but I'm going to run up the stairs real fast just to get more dialogue.
This place is teeming with traitors.
We better find another entrance. We want to have the element of surprise.
We're inside. Now we must hurry and find Cornelia. May the Enlightened keep her in his divine blessing.
Protect me in this matter. Put the poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Come with us, milady. All resistance is futile.
May the light guide my hand!
Catch her! You won't be going any further, Governor.
Thank you for your help. The Enlightened have heard my prayers. too late for my retinue, alas, but my counselors are without doubt still alive. These soldiers said that they were holding them on the second floor. Might I once again call upon your help? Free them, please, but do be prudent. The palace is undoubtedly still slithering with traitors. Be discreet. The slightest sign of foul play could push them to kill their hostages.
Do not fret. I will handle this.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Maybe Enlightened protects me in this battle.
Poison on my blade. Then let's...
I guess they get hit by my poison blast earlier.
They were the last. The palace is liberated.
Ah, Your Excellency. I am happy to see that you are alive. Is the danger past?
Yes. The last traitors that took the palace have fallen. You have nothing more to fear.
I am infinitely grateful to you for your help. I have received reports that the fighting in the city has also ceased. The seditious faction of the Coin Guard have been arrested by a contingent of their brothers in arms. They were firm believers and refused to participate in this infamy. I also learned that Hikmet has fallen. The Bridge Alliance lost its city to the traitors. I can't really say that I regret it. The Bridge Alliance being our enemies, I would have preferred that these brutes had failed and that their commander pay for these crimes. Without your providential rescue, we would have suffered the same fate. I shall never forget what you have done for this city and for me. May the Illuminated bless you. Please, give your cousin these same words of gratitude and the assurance that more than ever, we are allies.
I shall not fail to do so. Goodbye, Your Eminence.
So the quests that failed are the ones that that are the Hikmet quests. The soldiers are all Coin Guard, and you'll find Commander Torsten, but otherwise everything seems all the same.
Commander Torsten.
Lady de Sardet, what a pleasure to have you visit. What can I do for you?
I must go.
Naturally. I wouldn't want to hold you back.
And as for the governor, where will you find him? This is something I wondered during my first playthrough, and there's these two places that are marked embassies on your map. That's where you'll find the governor. Whichever one you don't save will move to New Serene.
It's blocked.
You'll notice that these guards here are now not coin guard, that's Serene armor. You can see this resemblance between my armor and theirs. However, that looks like a coin guard armor to me. And those two are coin guard armor. And that being said, it's not like every one of them was a traitor.
Constantine, how are you feeling? I thought you might want to know more concerning the events that have taken place.
The attempted coup d'etat of the traitors. Yes, I am eager to hear what has transpired within these very walls. When I think of the cold-blooded face of that treacherous Kurt, you showed exemplary true courage. Not only have you looked out for me, like always, but you have protected my advisors.
And saved our city and our Mother Cardinal. An immense service that we shall never forget. She has asked me to relay to you her most profound gratitude.
To me? How very nice of her. I imagine that you know that Hikmet had less luck. She flies the banners of the Coin Guard as we speak. Most of the scholars were massacred, but their governor has sought refuge here. This treacherous commander must be celebrating at least his partial success. But his victory will be for a short time. He must be stupid to have thought that the nations of the continents will let him trade with them and won't cut him off. I wish him luck in finding a port that will welcome him, and you were able to catch his lieutenants. The squires will pay for the crimes of their masters, as happens too often.
It's still hard to swallow that Kurt betrayed us. We've known him for such a long time. To think that he trained both of us, drumming into us fight with honor. How tragically ironic.
You were able to turn that to our advantage. That little phrase is what saved our lives. As to why he betrayed us, he has taken that with him to the tomb. Fortunately, the entire guard did not follow his example. Many have remained loyal.
What do you plan on doing with them? How can we possibly trust them again?
We cannot. But we cannot do without soldiers either. We shall have them pledge allegiance to the Congregation of Merchants, and I shall name a trustworthy intendant to keep them in line. Nothing more can be done.
Advise me, I follow the lead shared by allies. Unfortunate anywhere. However, they're pointed in the same direction, towards the source of God that the natives worship. They call him Enlightened, the God of many faces. He is very powerful and protects the island.
How can you sure these are a myth? Even superstition.
I saw it take shape in my own eyes during ritual. It is possible that Melkor was the expression of its vengeance.
You are referring to the secret we have. The entire continent is painted in rose our notes. It is terrifying.
But if it were true, he must also be able to help us heal.
Princess, could you share some majesty? Is it possible to meet?
All of the I know him. He is the strength, the spirit of Tifladi. You who are looking for a demon or a remedy from Tanso, or you do not think of him. But yes, he is very powerful and has all the world. He could surely heal us. That is not simple to meet him. Impossible, I think. Though he is not my place to judge. You need to earn the trust of Glenman, the end of the council. Ask him for his help.
I beg you, go and find the commander. Do all you guys, of him, all that he desires. I don't know how much longer. Hold on. My life is mine. I know so many others.
I was all my power. I already promised you, Paramount. Where can I find his Zelda? He is the individual what I can do. Easy to help our own, and entrance to our secret lands.
Thank you for your help, Princess. I will not forget the new services you have for us. For me, I must ask you.
All right, I'm listening.
I guess my son is so horrible, and alas, we have yet to discover already. Don't myself. I know how you do. Yeah, I'm afraid the voice exclaims me. The pain will bring me mad. If I go away, ease my suffering.
On the here, you have established the lands. It is only even the most terrible things. He is west of the city. All you can do there.
When our holy men consider the sun sets, is the invisible across the land, like the moves of the attack.
If I may, Highness, we have the best physicians in the world. Each of them suffer the hex of pray for a miracle. They can't do any harm.
I'm as a woman say, I am much offer when it comes to healing. As it seems to lay pray for Malachor, just like the Bridge Alliance. Perhaps it would be best to aid from those not suffering from plague.
Thank you, as always, for your advice. Because you're the only one I trust to this. I lose my mind.
I'll follow the leads and find a way. I won't let you down. Hold on. I'll go back as soon as I can.
Go visit the governor. I guess they're randomly generated armor, or what, because that wasn't the armor they were wearing when we passed through earlier.
Good day, Your Excellency.
Alas, that title signifies nothing anymore, Lady de Sardet. I'm no more than a simple doctor.
I am truly sorry.
Thank you. A great many excellent sages and good people died during this attack. We should have been more vigilant. These traitors must have been planning their coup for a long time. Well then, what might the simple Dr. Buran do for you?
Since you broach the subject of treachery with complacency...
I'm not sure I understand. What are you speaking about?
Have you forgotten that after sending me to save your servants, that you then again sought my assistance? According to you, I needed only to convince the Tiana Hakkadactus to provide us with a remedy. But you used me like a pawn, seeking in truth to capture her.
I cannot understand why you are reacting in this way. I was certain that the witch doctor would refuse to help us. They have us marked down as enemies, after all. And I had good reason to believe that you would not resort to physical persuasion.
You were even ready to use brute force against your own allies.
Whatever do you mean?
After wounding the Tiana, your spy attempted to kill me, Excellency. And you dare to tell me that my anger is exaggerated. Can I remind you that to assassinate a legate is to declare war against her sovereign?
I promise you that I had no intention for any harm to befall you. That man went beyond his orders, I assure you. I implore you, please accept my sincerest and profound apologies in the name of the Bridge Alliance.
I can only give you the benefit of the doubt for now, Your Excellency. I'm surprised that your spy has not returned to report the mission's failure. Has he fled, rather than assuming responsibility for his crime?
I have not seen him, this is true. Which does not surprise me, given all that you have just told me. But know that he will be caught and judged for his crime. I am all the more sorry because your cousin has been quite generous with me. I should have made myself clearer, made certain that my orders were without ambiguity. And concerning the remedy...
There never was a remedy. It was a wild goose chase. Perhaps even some sort of machination.
No. That is terrible. This is a great setback. How could I have been so naive? What a shame. I am truly sorry that you risked your life in vain.
I need to be going.
Farewell, de Sardet.
That's really cool that that entire treachery dialogue, which is normally part of the game, is sprinkled with extra flavor context given the coup d'etat. I really like that.
One thing is certain, we cannot save them both. You will need to make a choice between the two.
We cannot take the risk of losing a potential remedy. We shall go to Hikmet.
Halt! No one may enter.
I regret that I must insist.
You asked for it. Let's go!
Come closer! Come closer! All my wares are in the back garden.
The attendant should have at least had the courage to release me himself.
What is going on here?
I am the governor's chambermaid, or was. They just told me that they are no longer in need of my services. And it's not just me. No, they sent everyone packing. I have no idea what is going on here. But I don't intend to stand by and let it happen.
Come now, cease this foolish bantering. You know who I am, don't you?
Yes, of course. You're one of the scholars close to His Excellency.
That's right. Then you know that you can trust me. The palace is under attack. The Coin Guard has betrayed us. The life of the governor is in extreme danger. We need to enter in order to stop them. You must have a key to the service entrance.
What? Of course I do.
Well, Give it to us. We don't have a moment to spare.
Of course. Here you are. And well, good luck.
We're inside the palace. We must find Burin at all costs before these brutes kill him.
Your men have died in vain. You have no other solutions. Governor, give yourself up.
Governor, given the amount of respect I've been accorded, I doubt that I still merit the title in your eyes.
Kill him!
May the Enlightened protect me in this battle! Poison on my blade! And let's go!
Thank you infinitely for your help. Come closer. We need to speak with each other. You made it in time to save me, but I am afraid that the palace is still infested with traitors. For as long as they are there, our position remains uncertain. Please, make sure they can do no harm. And if you are able, secure our laboratory. Our research is valuable and at a critical stage. They will only think to destroy it without realizing how important the research is.
I will do my best. Stay behind closed doors until the palace has been made safe. The last. The palace is liberated.
This place is teeming with traitors. We must get inside without being seen. Otherwise they could destroy all of our research.
We have arrived just in time. The laboratory is intact.
I would have preferred that all these things were destroyed. It might have forced them to go back to their isle.
Fortunately, to lose all of our research would have meant years of wasted work.
You may recover possession of your palace, Governor. The Coin Guard is vanquished.
I thank you infinitely, Excellency. You have paid us an immense service. I just learned that the traitors in the city have also been killed, vanquished by their own brothers in arms, the ones who refused to be a part of this abject infamy and remained loyal. And I was also told that the Coin Guard took San Mateus. The Mother Cardinal managed to escape. I shall not cry over the plight of Thélème, but I regret that treacherous commander partially succeeded in his coup. In the end, thanks to you, we are safe and of sound body. I shall not forget the services you have rendered, Excellency. Would you please convey to your cousin the sincerest thanks of his most devout ally?
I shall not forget, Excellency. Goodbye.
What happens if we charge in?
This place is teeming with traitors. We must get inside without being seen. Otherwise, they could destroy all of our research.
Let's go! Poison on my blade. Let's go!
Too late. These brutes have destroyed everything.
The monsters! How could they destroy our only chance to find a cure for the Malachor?
All the better. Maybe now they will leave our island.
This is why I think Sierra is just way too bloodthirsty.
I thank you infinitely, Excellency. You have paid us an immense service. I just learned that the traitors in the city have also been killed, vanquished by their own brothers in arms, once refused to be a part of this abject infamy and remained loyal. And I was also told that the Coin Guard took San Mateus. The Cardinal managed to escape. I shall not cry over the plight of Thélème, but I regret that treacherous commander partially succeeded in his coup. In the end, thanks to you, we are safe and of sound body. I shall not forget the services you have rendered, Excellency. Will you please convey to your cousin the sincerest thanks of his most devout ally?
I shall not forget, Excellency. Goodbye.
And one quick fade out transition to New Serene.
Constantine, how are you feeling?
I will hope it's flown through. I thought you might want to know more concerning the events that are taking place. The attempted coup the traitors. Yes, I need to hear this within these very walls. When I think of the cold-blooded face of that treacherous Kurt. You showed exemplary true courage. You have my voice, but you protected my advices.
And saved our city and our governor. A service we shall never forget. And for that reason, the Governor Buren sends his utmost gratitude.
Yes, yes, very kind. My help has been so precious. You are aware of what happened to San Mateus? Her gates now fly the banners of the Coin Guard. The mages of Thélème were massacred for the greater part, but the Mother Cardinal has taken refuge here. This treacherous commander must be celebrating at least his partial success. But his victory will be for a short time. He must be stupid to have thought that the nations of the continents will let him trade with them and won't cut him off. I wish him luck in finding a port that will welcome him, and you were able to catch his lieutenants. The squires will pay for the crimes of their masters, as happens too often.
It's still hard to swallow that Kurt betrayed us. We've known him for such a long time. To think that he trained both of us, drumming into us fight with honor. How tragically ironic.
You were able to turn that to our advantage. That little phrase is what saved our lives. As to why he betrayed us, he has taken that with him to the tomb. Fortunately, the entire guard did not follow his example. Many have remained loyal.
What do you plan on doing with them? How can we possibly trust them again?
We cannot. But we cannot do without soldiers either. We shall have them pledge allegiance to the Congregation of Merchants, and I shall name a trustworthy intendant to keep them in line. Nothing more can be done.
As you advised me, I followed the leads shared by our allies, none of which led anywhere. However, they pointed...
You are
but if
Prince.
all but you...
I
will...
Thank you.
All right. I'm listening.
Oh, it is his...
One eye.
It shouldn't stop.
As it would perhaps...
Thank you.
Hello, Your Eminence.
Your Excellency, what can I do for you?
I must leave you.
Of course.
The Cardinal doesn't seem to be too phased by this. And that's it. This probably is going to be a pretty long episode if I decide to squeeze it all into one episode. But I do know that the coup d'etat by itself. Thank you very much for watching. Tran wins GreedFall. I'll see you next time.